It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
So a lot of questions about gold in the chat. One of the best ways to get gold, and this is going to sound horrible, one of the best ways to get gold is to sell soul stones. I would never recommend you sell soul stones, but if you sold a soul stone, you get 4K per soul stone. There's a lot of heroes that you will level in the future whenever you have a bigger opportunity to get soul stones quicker. Like, for example, take a hero like, Orion? I think Orion is a tower hero. Any hero that you can buy their soul stones very quickly from a shop. Any hero that you can buy their soul stones quickly from a shop, like the tower shop, the arena shop, the friendship shop, the soul coin shop, if you happen to have it unlocked. I think that early on, you can do some good by selling soul stones. Normally, it's frowned upon because soul stones are hard to acquire. They're hard to acquire, especially as a newer player. The disconnect that I have about this is it's easier to get soul stones later on, if that makes sense. There are some very, very strict, limited time only kind of soul stones that are hard to get. Newer heroes, for example, Lara Croft, Ninja Turtles, any recently released hero like Folio or Soleil or Tempest or Augustus, although you could get Augustus soul stones super fast, super easy. Selling soul stones is 4,000 gold each, and that could go a long way. And it doesn't cost you any emeralds. It doesn't require you to be able to clear the tower every day. It doesn't require you to have absolute star titans, which are all fantastic, fantastic ideas. If you go down here, and again, guys, you got to be real careful with this, because if you sell soul stones that you end up really needing later and you just can't get them, then you're going to be in trouble. But like, friendship coins are something that you can get really, really, really easy. So if you have a stockpile of friendship coins, you could buy 10 soul stones here, right? Faceless and Cornelius, 10 soul stones here. And that's, if we sold, let's see, sell, that's 20K, that's 40,000, that's 40,000 gold. XP potions, I don't like selling XP potions for new players. I don't like that, because most of the time new players are struggling to level up their heroes. They're struggling to level up their heroes. If you have your main team max level 120 on mobile, level 130 on Facebook and web, you might consider it. You might consider selling some XP potions. I don't particularly care for it too much. I don't even know where my XP potions are. You also can sell equipment. There are some pieces of equipment that you just have stacks of. Like, I'm never going to spend 12,000 apprentice mantles, because I've been playing for 6 years. I have so many. So this is another great option, but same situation, highly recommended to not sell items either, because you will need items to level up new heroes, maybe heroes that you haven't considered leveling yet. But that's another way. Even if you have like 100 of these, you could sell, like 70 of them for 14,000 gold there. Selling 100 green items is 30,000 gold. And that's enough to help you out there. I'm not sure who asked that question about the gold. Those are realistic yet dangerous ways that you can get gold. Okay. You don't want to sell your future so you have a better now. You're going to end up having a problem later on. You have too much gold, but the rarer material, the soul stones of heroes that are hard to get, those soul stones that randomly come out of the daily heroic chest or the soul atrium, whatever you want to call it, those soul stones coming random, infrequent hero events that have those soul stones, maybe you get a couple events that have those dolls, the soul stones with those dolls in them or something like that. You'll be waiting for those events to get those. So you want to be careful. Now, long term, the best thing that you can do for gold is play every day. Clear as much of the tower as you can every single day. Complete as much of the tower as you can without using any of your skull coins to buy buffs. That turns into gold at the end of the day. Another thing that you can do that a lot of people have mentioned here is to get absolute star titans. It's real easy to say, oh, just get an absolute star titan. Once you have absolute star titans, all of your extra titan soul stones convert into titan soul coins, which you can then use for gold right here. This is how many people get most of their gold, is through this method right here. and also in the dungeon. But again, this is one of those strategies that's hard for new players, for average players. Some people struggle to get 3 levels in the dungeon complete in a day. Some people struggle to get 150 Titanite done in a day, right? Skullcoin things only in browser? Really? When was the last time an event on Alliance directly awarded soulstones? Griffin, we're talking about like the Way of Progress event that we just had, where you can get dolls that have Way of Progress soulstones in them. That's kind of what I was referencing there. Those dolls are full of stuff that are good for new players, including soulstones that you may never use. For heroes that you may never use, I should say. Yeah, so good question. I think that there are some risky strategies to get more gold, but I think they're good strategies so long as you understand the consequences, if that makes sense.